हाय फ्रेंड्स, आज हम देखेंगे बेसिक एमसीक्यूज ऑन ओवरहेड्स पार्ट 2 फॉर बीकॉम, एमकॉम, बैफ, बीबीआई, बीएफएम, आईपीसीसी एंड सीएमए। तो स्टार्ट करेंगे बेसिक एमसीक्यूज ऑन ओवरहेड्स पार्ट 2। First, compensation to workers is apportioned on the basis of overheads, wages, materials, none of the above. Compensation of workers is apportioned, that is divided on the basis of wages. So answer B, wages. Second, store keeping expenses are apportioned on the basis of dash materials, direct, indirect, variable, none of the above. Store keeping expenses are apportioned, that is divided on the basis of indirect material. So answer B, indirect material. Third, salary of work manager is a office overheads, factory overheads, selling overheads, all of the above. Salary of work manager, ये वर्क वर्ड फैक्ट्री के लिए यूज होता है, तो वर्क मैनेजर काम किधर होता है इसका, फैक्ट्री में, तो आंसर फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड्स बी। Salary of work manager is a factory overheads. Fourth, the method of apportionment suitable for allocating rent of building between cost centers, number of employees, machine hours, kWh, floor area. जो रेंट होता है बिल्डिंग का, वो हम फ्लोर एरिया के बेस पे हम क्या करते हैं, डिवाइड करते हैं, तो आंसर डी, फ्लोर एरिया। Fifth, the allotment of whole item of cost to cost unit is called cost allocation, cost apportionment, cost classification, overheads absorption. The allotment of whole item of cost to cost unit is called cost allocation. Answer A, cost allocation. 6. Administrative overheads are recovered as a percentage of direct material, prime cost, work cost, none of the above. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ओवरहेड्स जो होता है वो हम रिकवर करते हैं एज अ परसेंटेज ऑफ वर्क कॉस्ट, दैट इज फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट। आंसर सी, वर्क कॉस्ट, इसे हम फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट भी बोलते हैं। 7. Assigning code numbers to a group of overheads is called as classification, codification, analysis, none of the above. Assigning code numbers to a group of overheads is called as codification. Answer B, codification. 8. Selling and distribution overheads are absorbed on the basis of rate per unit, percentage on work cost, percentage on selling price, any of these. Selling and distribution overheads are absorbed any of these, rate per unit या फिर percentage on work cost या फिर percentage of selling price. तो आंसर D, any of these. 9. Charging overheads to individual units is known as allocation, apportionment, absorption, collection. Charging overheads to individual units is known as absorption. Answer C. 10. Direct expenses are also known as chargeable expenses, prime cost, variable cost, पीरियड कॉस्ट. डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस को हम चार्जेबल एक्सपेंसेस भी बोलते हैं, तो आंसर ए चार्जेबल एक्सपेंसेस. डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस आर आल्सो नोन एज चार्जेबल एक्सपेंसेस. 11. The process of arranging items into groups according to their degree of similarity is called classification, analysis, identification, ascertainment. The process of arranging items into groups according to their degree of similarity is called as classification. Answer A. Classification. 12. The cost directly attributable to a department is called as allotment, allocation, recovery, charging. The cost directly attributable to a department is called as allotment. Answer A. Allotment. 13. Total of indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses is called as indirect overheads, overhead cost, work overheads, chargeable cost. Total of indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses is called as overheads. To answer B, overhead cost. 14. The process of charging the traceable overheads to cost centers is called as overhead allocation, overhead charging, overhead allotment, none of the above. The process of charging the traceable overheads to cost centers is called as overhead allocation. Answer A. 15. Research cost should be treated as production overheads, period cost, variable cost, none of the above. रिसर्च कॉस्ट जो होता है उसे हम ट्रीट करते हैं प्रोडक्शन ओवरहेड्स, तो आंसर ए प्रोडक्शन ओवरहेड्स. रिसर्च कॉस्ट शुड बी ट्रीटेड एज प्रोडक्शन ओवरहेड्स. थैंक यू. शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, लाइक करो.